Hey everybody, it's Paul from Cash Crunch Games, and hopefully today we will be speaking with Martin Dasko from Studionomics. He's a wrestler, he's a traveller, he's a book writer, and he's a course writer. So hopefully, all being well with technology, he is here. Mr. Dasko, how are
Hey, how's it
you,
going?
sir?
How are you?
Good, and yourself? Yeah, I
Good.
wasn't sure about all this with technology. You know, we never know. But anyway, it's all good. So what have you been up to today, sir?
Pretty good. Just got back from the gym. Did some writing in the morning as always. Drank my coffee. Still got some more. Went to the gym and now back to do some more writing.
So this is a man that if you met him, you would not. There's a man with many talents. This guy obviously loves his coffee, but he likes to. And I think you'll be right. You won't be long before you're actually writing a course on coffee, will you not?
I mean, I'm not sure what to say. Just drink lots of coffee. Black. Drink it black though. Drink it black.
Drink it black. Okay. Oh, you don't want to dilute the taste and everything else, so it's all the full aroma. Mr. Drake's joining us as well.
Perfect.
Oh, hello, Mr. Drake. Oh, perfect. So I just wanted to chat to you basically because obviously we've spoken at FinCon a few times where
What's up, Tom?
money meets media, and there's 2,000 people who come together and talk about money for a whole weekend. So and there's a lot of people doing different things. So, Martin, you are a wrestler, but yet you like money and you like coffee and all those sophisticated kind of things. How does that work?
How does it work? I mean, I like to keep busy. I get bored easily, so I like to keep busy and keep life interesting. I mean, it's fun to share quotes about stepping out of your comfort zone, but it's fun. It's better to actually do this stuff, and get out there. And everything I've ever wanted to try, I do it, whether it be jiu-jitsu or or pro wrestling or whatever. I travel the world by myself, just a backpack.
So you did that. You went traveling around the world. So one minute you're writing about, you've got books. The next minute you've got a couple of courses. Then I learned that you've got Studionomics and you're making a couple of little TV shows, and then you're wrestling, and then next minute you're reaching out on Instagram and everywhere and saying, hey, where shall I travel in the world and what shall I do? So it was very, very interesting to do that. So how did you get into that position of being able to do all these things? I mean, because some people will be looking at you going, wow, wow, wow. But there's no way on earth I could do what you're doing other than being Mr. Superhero. What are the things, how could they start to get onto that path of having almost like financial independence and being able to travel or do what they want to do?
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people have an emotional story, how they overcame adversity or something. I don't have that. I was, I have no sob story. Unfortunately, Fortunately, I was just always a greedy kid. So I was 18 years old and I just got into personal finance. I wanted to have an easy life. I wanted to have a fun life. So I started taking personal finance seriously. I started saving money. I read every book I could. I worked multiple jobs. I mean, there's really no shortcuts to it. I just really took it seriously from an early age. So I made personal finance a priority. Because it's...
So...
Well, what's going on there? Oh, I heard some noise. Yeah, so it's personal finance. It's like fitness. Everybody wants to be in shape. Everybody wants to have money, but they just don't want to put the effort in. So I was just willing to do whatever it took, and I worked multiple jobs. I graduated college with zero debt, and I mean it's not that exciting, but I just wanted to have fun. So this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in my late 20s, in my 30s, and doing this kind of stuff. So that's why I got into it.
Yeah. So the key there is obviously you took the time to increase your knowledge by reading and reading and reading, which was key, and the fact that you work 3 jobs and all those kind of things. Well, how much money did you actually save out of your paychecks each week? I mean, did you have a fixed amount or what was left? Did you spend first and then save, or did you save then spend, or what did you do?
That's a very specific question. I don't remember the actual dollar amount, but I mean that was like 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
I'm not asking for a dollar. I'm not asking for a dollar amount, but when you got your paycheck, say for example, did you think, right, I'm going to put $10 away, I'm going to put 10% away, or is it just whatever you felt that you could put away at the time? Did you save first, then spend, or did you spend then save?
Of course, yes. I've seen all kinds of formulas and like complicated percentages. I mean, that really makes no sense to me. The best thing is just take. Every time you get paid, take off X amount, take off something small to start, and then get into the habit of increasing that limit. So I started off with just $50. I actually, in Canada, we have savings bonds. So I started off by putting $50 into a savings bond every 2 weeks. And funny story, actually, I totally forgot about that. That ended up becoming my side account. So I started doing that every 2 weeks, $50. And then last year, my bonds matured, unlike me, and and I cashed it. I
Oh,
cashed
but
in,
to be
and
fair, Martin, to be fair, you are drinking coffee and trying to become more sophisticated now, so you are getting towards maturity. You'll be drinking wine next. Anyway, sorry, carry on the story.
yeah, before I was rudely interrupted. I'm just kidding. Wow. So anyway, so then funny story. That side account actually, so it grew, and I cashed it in last year, and it was like I have the number written now. It's $13,000. So $50 every 2 weeks
Wow.
for
Wow, wow, wow.
like 12 years or whatever. Ended up becoming something 13,000 something, and actually, I went around the world with that money. To be honest.
No, but it's good though. The fact is that you'd actually forgotten about that. The money was working for you, and then you had a lovely surprise, didn't you? So the fact that you got used to not seeing that $100 a month is great, isn't it? So in essence,
Yeah.
you are saving first to spend later.
I call it the Houdini system. The trick is to put your money away because it's like a bag of chips. I'm all into fitness, but if there's a bag of chips in the room, I'm eating the whole bag, you know? But if there's no bag of chips,
Ah,
I'm not eating chips, right? It's like Houdini. You have to make it disappear. So put your money away, hide it. Make it so that you have to call in. Make it so that you need two pins. Make it so it's tough to, access your money, or else if it's easy, you'll just spend it right away, right? Like if there's money in your checking
my
account,
wife.
you're going to blow it.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. So again, so I guess you live by the philosophy of you saving first, get it, and put it elsewhere so you don't see it, and then whatever you've left with, that's yours to blow to do whatever you want to do.
Yes,
So
I believe I
guess
believe in I believe in having a YOLO fund, like you only live once. So every
yeah.
paycheck, take 50, $100 and use that just to do whatever you want. Buy some drinks, buy a round. I mean,
Yeah.
some pizza, some snacks, whatever you're into, right?
Yeah, no, fair play. So then you've obviously got a routine. I mean, to be wrestling, you've got to get into peak condition. You then to be able to write, you're going to be able to do. So do you have routines that you follow every day to get
Yeah, yeah.
stuff done?
So I mean, you can find the article, but I eat one big feast a day. So I have some very boring routines. Every morning I wake up, I drink coffee, black, and I write. And I do a lot of writing, and I work on future projects. I deal with advertisers, deal with emails, work on whatever. I'm not that organized, but I make sure I do something, and I write until it's time to train. So I usually 3 days a week I do jujitsu in the afternoon, and other days I just lift weights, and then I eat my one feast a day, and that's the trick. The one feast a day. I know it's boring, and people always make fun of me because I eat the same food every day. I actually have a fitness account at Lover Wrestles on Instagram where I share all this, and I eat the same boring food every day. But I mean, it works. That's my routine.
Now, are you a person that eats to not be hungry, or do you actually enjoy food?
Oh man, I love snacks. I'll have one big healthy feast. I always have a snack. Today since I'm doing this, I can't eat right now. I'll eat after. I got some chicken and I got some goldfish. That's snacks. So I do enjoy
Right, right.
snacks. I got some goldfish. It's a good little side dish. A bowl of goldfish.
Right, right, okay. So then, now what's next for you? I mean, you were looking at on a post on Facebook or Instagram just recently. You had a big map in front of you, and you're saying, "Where's next?" So, what's your next travels?
Well, you're a great
What's
guy, but
what's
sometimes you take my post too literally. I just did that because I was just having some fun, having a few drinks. but yeah,
No, but
I
the thing is that maybe I take it literally, but I just know you're going to be on a plane somewhere going traveling. So you're saying, where shall I go next? I mean, that's
you're
where I'm
right.
starting to think who you are. It's not where's Waldo, it's where's Martin.
So my big thing I'm trying to work on is Spanish. I've been trying to learn Spanish for 5 years, and I suck at it. It's getting really annoying. So I want to go probably Costa Rica. I've been to most Spanish-speaking places. So I want to do Costa Rica
Okay.
next, and I also really want to learn how to surf. Like think about it. Surfing leads to the best photo ops. Like I got the long hair.
Oh,
So I'm probably Costa
that's it.
Rica, and I definitely want to go to Brazil to do some jiu-jitsu for a couple weeks at some point. But yeah,
Okay.
Costa Rica or something Spanish-speaking.
Oh,
Or
well, let me
something
know when
warm.
you're
'Cause
in
I live
Costa Rica.
yeah, you told me you have a friend up there, right?
Yeah, let me know and I'll sort you out with that. But yeah, you got to go with somewhere warm. Absolutely.
You have to. It gets
So
so cold. It gets so cold in Canada.
absolutely. So one of the things that you said that you read and read and read to learn about personal finance. Do you think then, if you had the mindset of, look, I'm going to learn a skill and then I'm going to teach somebody else it, do you think that would be an easy way of you getting a passive income in terms of writing a course, and then B, you're also making sure that you learn this and you keep you focused on reading the material so you understand it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I believe that the best way towards mastery is to teach others. So you learn something, then you teach others. I try to do this with every area. You know, it's like if you want to get into shape, you learn how to do it yourself, then you teach others. Same thing with finance. I was really into saving money, and then I figured the next logical step was to teach others. So this is why I've built courses and write articles, because once you learn something, it's important, you know, and you do it. It's important that you try to teach others so that you don't forget about it, because we're all human.
Yeah.
People think that, like, just because you're into fitness or finance that you don't make mistakes, but you make more mistakes because you just do, you know. So then
But that's a great learning curve, though.
Yeah,
that's a great way to learn, right?
Yeah, teaching others is the best way.
Just one last thing then, before I let you get to your goldfish.
Goldfish and Chipotle. You can't go wrong with that,
There
right?
you go. Oh, well, you could, you know. Oh, okay. I'll leave you with that one. But just quickly, again, that's another way of creating a side hustle for people, right? They may have their job, but what if they're learning something? They can actually then leverage what they've learned to share with others through writing a course, but with Teachable or Udemy or whoever, and having a platform and being able to do things like that, right? So,
Yeah. So I'll use my friend Trevor as an example. He's good at Facebook promotion, so he promotes like transit history, like stuff that nobody really cares about, right? Like it's not gonna get you any dates, you know. You're not gonna score any dates with this, right? But he's able to get, you know. Let's be honest, right? Hopefully he's watching, so he knows how I really feel. But through talking about this transit history, he's managed to reach like 30,000 people with some of his posts.
wow.
So I told him,
Wow.
I'm like, so you may not make any money of transit history because, once again, nobody cares. But you can make money through social media management. You know, now you can help other people manage their Facebook accounts and get that popular because you've already done it once,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And maybe those 30,000 people, there's money in that group to share around and earn from each other. So
Exactly.
yeah, you find a niche and go with it. And also there's lots of money in people taking pictures of people catching fish, right?
Catching
So,
fish? Yeah, sure. You're making fun of my fish photo. Hey, listen, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to get a good photo. Okay, even if I didn't catch the fish.
I wasn't trying to make you admit that, but now it's out there. Yes, Martin, I know you didn't catch it.
I don't think anybody thought that I caught that fish. There's no way I'm waking up at 6 a.m. Let's be serious. To sit on a boat.
Not when you haven't got a coffee in your hand. Not when you haven't got a coffee in your hand. Anyway, that's
exactly.
Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you, sir. I look forward to chatting with you again. Go and get your goldfish before you get grouchy, and I will I will catch you soon.
We'll be in touch soon. Take care.
Absolutely. See you soon. Bye-bye.